So I have a couple small appliance props to finish up for our office tile set. Some of you may remember that we've been working on the office for a little while. I'm getting some of these TVs and printers done, and then I've got some small things like laptops that I want to propagate in these scenes, just to make them feel kind of quite officey. You can see we're kind of going for this janky 70s, 80s look for it. So I've got a couple old school computers, big CRT monitors. I've got a wall-mounted monitor here, in addition to a like cheesy old laptop, some printers, an alarm clock.
Yeah, so I've been working on some floating buoyancy and splash technology, but I'm going to be working something a little different today. I'll just show you quickly what I have been working on. So just kind of trying to get things to float a little bit. The splash is really bad at the moment, but we're trying to figure some decent way of doing them. But yeah, essentially I'm just trying to make things float in the water. Enemy corpses as well will float.
Jim, do you ever find it strange that there's so much high-tech stuff in Angerfoot, but it's such a stupid game?
Yeah. I don't know if I'd class this as high tech yet, but
Let's get it there.
it's well intentioned. I just want to find a nice middle ground where it looks good when something lands in the water, but like, when that shell lands, it shouldn't have a huge splash, but something should happen. I'd probably start this process by trying the most complicated version first, and like seeing not the most complicated, just the most resource heavy version first, and seeing if I like the effect, and then going, okay, how do we kind of make a better effect? I think I might need some of Robbie's like fancy pants maths to do something here that's not something that's like not over the top.
What on earth is that? I don't want to use that slime splash. It's really bad.
Would
Ooh,
mean
that
we
looks
could-
amazing. Look at that.
After that long-winded sort of like diversion, what I'm going to try to do today is make these swivel chairs better. This is the new office house that we've been working on. And there's a little bit of correct behavior here when you kick this, and that it kind of sometimes slightly stays upright. It's kind of behaving weirdly, as you can see, because it's operating purely on the physics. But I just want to make proper swing chair behavior so that you kick them, they kind of like stay on the ground but swivel around. And the hope is that eventually we can maybe have an enemy that like sits on the chair and kind of shoots at you, but you can kind of kick them away to send them shooting in different directions, maybe something like that.
I'm gonna bevel an edge.
That sounds interesting.
We had a look at this new version of the bomber guy. We're still gonna wonder if he's still gonna actually commit to this final one, but I've changed his colors a little bit now. Being an asset artist, guys. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Making a VCR. Well, no, I say a VCR, it's actually a DVD player. Canonically, Angerfoot takes place in the year 2006. I'm just making a whole bunch of cool 2006 shit. One of the big ones that I've been really keen to do is I've got this page of food. I think this stuff's going to come out really cool. Angerfoot's going to have the best looking 3D food, and you're 100% going to be able to eat it. So the important question here is, we don't know if this is too much or not.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was just saying gore. Yeah, I agreed with what you were saying, Luke. Gore's always like a funny question. We don't know how far to take it, and what's too over the top. You can see these kind of bullet holes
He's already dead.
in the enemies there. They kind of look like flowers at the moment.
I don't know. I do like them. They got a cool
Yeah.
effect, but they are a lot. So I was just experimenting with some stuff and see how horrific they look.
Yeah, it's pretty horrific.
It would be funny if the entire purpose of Terranil was to clean up Shit City. We don't want to ruin their good game with our bad game. Angerfoot has a smart material for plastic already. Okay, that did nothing. Yeah, if you want to blame anyone, as always, it's Jim's fault.
Yeah, so I was working on just getting the swivel chairs behaving a little differently when kicked, and I think the result's kind of cool. They kind of stick on the ground.
Hashtag blame Jim. I love it.
No, that's nothing new for me. Let's attach it to the chair. See if this works. This will probably break everything, but maybe not. Oh, there we go. So that would be the intended behavior. It's like you have something explosive tied to a chair, and then a bunch of enemies, and you can maybe ricochet it off the wall. Or
what we're going for with the office is that stuff is way more.
That's super cool. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't show that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just gonna mute myself. Okay, thanks everyone.
Just mute yourself and walk out awkwardly. Empty gem cam. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave the gem cam there to sit ominously. Everyone knows 420 is the funny number. Perfect. And so I like the idea of all of our little assets being like nifty things that are unique to Angerfoot. If we do really good work here, all of these assets will be reusable in all of our freelance projects. A lot of these things come up over and over again, so I think it's worth it for us to put in a little bit of extra time making stuff decent. You can come in, Melissa, but I am streaming. Who's the owner of the door hand? That's Melissa. And I'll go into no more details than that. I'm sure she'll want her anonymity. I'm sure she'll like to stay anonymous. What's the brand, guys? What company in the Anglerfoot world is responsible for making small TVs? I'm asking for some cheap knockoff brands. Microsoft is equal to BIGHARD. It's a BIGHARD TV. It's such a stupid name. It's actually perfect. I love it. You're getting it in. Discord is confusing. It's a scary place. But I do want to say, I think that our Anglerfoot Discord is one of the nicest places on the internet. It's not the best logo, but it'll do. Okay, cool. Yeah, now let's make some speakers. And then I'll call this done. Cool, and now we got little speakers.